Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Monday, May 13th, 2013. I'm Astrologer David Palmer, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, we've got so much to talk about because there is a lot happening in space. That means there should be a lot happening in your life. The understanding, number one, of what to build. You should be pretty clear what's worthwhile in your life. And of course, this is us really starting to test out and emotionally feel comfortable today in whether or not we're living in our truth, whether or not we're able to go with the flow. Do you have the courage? Are you able to step out of the past? Are you able to build a new future? This is a very interesting little day here. This is actually a window into what issues and what situations and what feelings you are going to be dealing with this summer. It's a lot to process. There's a lot going on. Number one, the moon in Cancer. We're out to feel, especially with Taurus energy, a moon in Cancer goes so well because there's this feeling, there's this emotion, and it's attached to the physical nature of what we need in our life, what we feel that we need to make. And this is us having a clarity with Mercury and the Sun, which have finished their conjunction, for us to find the understanding of what to build. It's all about what are we here to build right now. It's so important to make sure that you're building the most valuable life, living in your truth. No more can you be in that relationship that doesn't have sex and it doesn't work. And you just can't be in a life anymore that isn't your truth. And by living in your truth, you're going to step into more beautiful flowers, a more beautiful life. And it's important to note that it's going to come through you stepping into your truth. But it's going to take lots of courage. Now, the moon is going to, of course, make this nice grand trine today. So there's a beautiful energy. And the summer has this beautiful energy that's going to be here when Jupiter comes into Cancer, starting in next month in June. There's going to be this expansion of our feelings, really starting to feel our intuition out, really knowing the truth and going around this beautiful ocean of just, yes, feeling. There's going to be a good feeling. But we're being challenged the most with, are you able to make that new start in your life? Are you able to push into a new beginning? Can you leave the old behind? We can get caught up in kind of the, just waiting for the change of the old, when really it's about, can you step into the new? It's like, you want things to be the way they used to be. But it's about making sure that they're becoming the way that you want them to be. And that's where it's going to take courage and strength. And today can be the most amazing day for you to really see what's clear in your life. What is clear to make? What is clear to build? What should we grow? Now, relationships can be a little crazy as far as not knowing what the hell's going on. Venus is exactly making a square over to Neptune today. This can always be like, what the hell is going on? There's confusion. There's, just go with the flow. We might want to have all the details and figure it out and want to communicate, yet it's like, just go with the flow. If you can go with the flow in your partnerships, if you can go in the flow of money even, or just going with the flow in your values. Like, sure, we've spent a lot of time, even as we're still here in Taurus, there's all this understanding of like, what's worth building and is this worth it in my life? Do I feel that self-worth inside? It's like today, just go with your feelings, take care of yourself, mom yourself, relax, feel the universe out, see what it's dropping in front of you. If the universe drops something amazing in front of you, take it and make something happen with it. Like, that's what the universe is testing you in, is how can you make things happen? How can you just step into the courage to go through it? Letting go of the past, letting go of the old way your life worked, the old rules you've lived by. If you're still living by rules, you're in for a hard blow, but it also is a powerful transformation. Those who are still living in the old way to live, or the way that they've lived their whole life, how crazy does that sound? Some crazy astrologer on YouTube telling you that if you just keep living by the rules that you were told to live by, like eventually, you're going to go through some big change, because the universe wants us all to create new rules, to find a new self, to find a more exciting life. Because rules actually can be very somber. And we're in a place where the rules have been working for us for way too long, 250 years. And the universe resets the rule book every 250 years because it's like, really, we can't live by certain rules all the time. That's just the truth. We had a rule on slavery. That really didn't work, did it? So, I know it's going to be hard to realize, but there's a place in your soul that is living by the old rules, and you gotta break the rules a little bit in order to step into a more exciting life, more into the unique self that you really want to be. And it's going to take courage. It's going to take taking what the universe delivers for you, by living in your truth, by opening your feelings up, and then having the courage to take it by leaving the rules. That's where we're at in our life. This is exciting because we just finished a big, powerful solar eclipse, which lit up what to create in your life and how you could have the most amazing life ever. But it's going to take the leaving behind of so much of that old past and all that stuff, and letting go of old emotions. So don't let your emotions hold you back today from moving forward. Let your emotions build you forward by, I'm going to go into my truth, and also by listening that, it's your spiritual duty to go live in your truth and to go follow the clues that Spirit is putting in front of you. We want the details. Jupiter and Gemini, all this Gemini energy, Venus and Gemini, Mercury's getting ready to come in here this week. I mean, there's all this energy of like, oh God, we want to figure it all out. But this has been one of the other big squares in our life, or big challenges, which is, you might want to know all the details, but they're not going to be there. Sorry. They're just not going to be there. You got to trust, you got to surrender, you got to go with the clues that Spirit gives you, and those are amazing clues. Spirit is talking to you in the closest, best manner of all time, but they're not in the way that we're taught in school or taught in a book or whatever. You're going to have to just flow. So, go with the flow today, pay attention. Today can be an excellent, straight up, I'm just saying it, however today goes, is a little taste of what your summer is going to be like. That's because the astrology is really going to start playing this tune out here for a while. And we're getting ready for a Pluto-Uranus square that's happening exact this week. Break the old, step into the new. Don't be obsessed over the small containment of your life. Find ways to expand into radical new places. And that's all within yourself. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com. Hope you guys are doing wonderful. If you want a one-on-one reading with me, check it all out. We do have a big lunar eclipse, the last one coming up here, not until the fall and winter, but we do have another one coming up on May 25th, so I still have my eclipse readings on there if you guys want those. Check it all out, inclusiveastrology.com, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.